So it's the Natural Born Thriller. And welcome everyone to All Elite Wrestling Review, the show from January 29th, 2019. And this will be your AEW Dynamite results that took place in Cleveland, Ohio. Your commentators were Golo J.R. John Ross, Excalibur, and Tony Schiavone. So that being said, the rant show here. So the opening show featured the number one contender to go up against Chris Jericho for the AEW World Championship at Revolution. John Moxley, the Mox, has arrived. With his eye, with the eye patch, um, you know, because of the damage that Chris Jericho did to him weeks ago. He comes out and is basically saying that after getting stabbed in the eye by Chris Jericho, Moxley knows that himself and Jericho will meet at Revolution, which is going to be this month on February 29th, 2019. Can't wait to see that show. And said to watch all the way from the top of the mountain. But it's more than that. Because Jericho is the kind of man who hides behind his eyes, spikes his eye, as he's talking about Moxley's eyes getting spiked by Jericho. And other bad stuff that he's done in the past. Punching a woman. Basically, he mentions everything that he did in WWE. Punching a woman, which he was referring to Shawn Michaels' wife, which it was wasn't meant to be a hard punch at the time, but if I've seen that SummerSlam of 2008, yeah, I know where he's going with that one, but it's basically saying that Moxley said to himself that he's not perfect. He lives by a code, and can look at himself in the mirror, and also calls Jericho a manipulator, a liar, a coward, and a bully. And Moxley even noticed that he hates bullies. And yeah, basically Moxley running down about Jericho and then about the inner circle, and say he's gonna beat he's gonna beat Jericho up, and he's gonna become the AEW World Champion. Also, then Jericho comes out. Chris Jericho comes out with the inner circle, and Jericho basically responds to Cleveland, Ohio, are a bunch of tropical Cleveland idiots. And Jericho says to Moxley to remind him that yes, he offered him to join the inner circle, but Moxley was stupid enough to not do it. And then he brings up his mother, how she's looking for, was especially bring up how she was looking, especially fragile. Fetching, meant to say. And maybe he'll give a call later. Basically, he's trying to stick it to Moxley there, getting mad and everything. By the way, Jericho didn't come out with the inner circle yet. It was just Jericho coming out by himself. Jericho says he apologized to what happened to Moxley, but ultimately this is Moxley's fault for not not accepting his offer. And Jericho basically tells Moxley if he wants to fight tonight, and basically asks the fans if he wants Jericho's to fight Moxley tonight and everything. And then the crowds were loving it. They're like, yeah, we want to see it tonight. And then Jericho, go to hell, and the crowds booed because of that. Especially just let the Jericho bring out the inner circle, so that because they want to finish the job to John Moxley. And so we get the inner circle coming out, and then we have Santana Ortiz, families coming out with them to be upon Moxley. So Ortiz leads the charge. He goes to attack Moxie. Moxie gives him a headbutt and then the paradigm shift. And then all of a sudden Moxie goes right at the inner circle. And he was on his own against the inner circle until we finally got securities officials come out to break it up and everything. Uh, and that was basically the end of that. But that was sick. Moxie doesn't care if he has to fight the guys. If he has to fight a group of numbers all by himself, he's gonna do it. That's the type of person John Moxley is. He doesn't run away from doesn't run away from anybody. So yeah, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool opener for that week of AEW Dynamite. We get to a segment where MJF and Warlow meets up with the Butcher, the Blade, and the Bunny at some kind of slaughterhouse, I meant to say. That's the gimmick, the Butcher, the Blade. I don't know how the Bunny fits in all this or just a slaughterhouse, but whatever. But MJF hands them an envelope of cash, and on the envelope it says, Bunny. I mean not Bunny. Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson. So this led to the Bunny, the Butcher, and the Blade end up in their wrestling gears, your wrestling attires, because before they were just in their when it came to the Bunny, she Allie, she was just in a nice outfit, and then versus the Butcher and the Blade, they were in their their uniforms of being butchers. And then all of a sudden, when they got the envelope handed to them, with cash in there, and the mess and the note that says on their Young Bucks is the target. All of a sudden, it pans to them, and then they're in there. Basically, you see Ali is the Bunny, and you see Butcher and the Blade in their your wrestling gear. So this led to just the match between the Butcher and the Blade being copied by the Bunny versus Matt and Jackson of the Young Bucks, and MJF was on commentary while Warlow was guarding him. MJF was gold on commentary, especially the whole thing where Tony Schiavone thought it was funny where he was dumped into the pool by the Young Bucks from during the time on the Jericho cruise, and MJF was like, yeah, that's funny, right? Well, yeah, it's not funny when a guy like me that can't swim. He's like basically I almost drowned. I can't swim, and then he's like telling the grill, I don't swim. People that swim is poor people and fat guys, wearing uniforms, wherever. It was hilarious though. And MJF, but he was just good. He just sounded good on commentary. So the Butcher and the Blade, was a tag team match. Until and then we had the Young Bucks winning the match. So basically, in a way, the Butcher, the Blade, the Bunny, they got paid for not getting the job done by MJF. Getting paid by MJF to take care of the Young Bucks, and they couldn't even do that. They couldn't even do that. So after the match, basically MJF contrary, they at one point say they don't have to beat them. All they have to do is end their careers. So that's what they're trying to do after the match. Also, we get Kenny Omega coming out for the 8th. And then also we get drunk man Adam Page coming out with and he has a beer. He's wobbling down to get down there to help out Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. And finally he finally gets to on the 8th. He tells Matt Jackson to hold my beer as he does the buckshot lariat, and he just does very well even though he's drunk and everything. And then he gets his beer back and he chuck it, and that was it. And there you go. Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, and drunk man Adam Page ends up taking care of the Butcher, the Blade. So yeah, I thought that was hilarious. The match was good, and I thought what happened afterwards was fun. Next we get to Nyla Rose versus Big Swole. Match stuff I thought was pretty good. I mean, those some spots that were a little sloppy, but I thought it held his own so far. In the end, now the Rose gets the win over Big Swole, and um a bad placement for for Big Swole being in that position where she's finally got out of AEW Dark, for getting a few wins on her belt, and then she's finally gets a match. Well, actually, I think she had a match before on Dynamite, but but finally she gets away from AEW Dynamite. I mean AEW Dark, and then yeah, so she's got a long way to go, but we'll see how that turns out though. Rose being accompanied by Arn Anderson being accompanied by four. Matches about those good. The referee's interaction. I don't mind sometimes, but match continues on after that. So at one point, Kip Sabian was in charge of Cody Rhodes. All of a sudden, Kip Sabian took care of Cody Rhodes of the ring with I think the dive. I think that's what become though. And I was thinking to myself, I remember that Kip Sabian and before are a middle talking about Joey Janela. All of a sudden, Joey Janela pops up out of nowhere and in the crowd. I got in the middle of the kiss of Kip Sabian and Phil before. So basically, Kip Sabian and Phil before kissed um Joey Janela. Now Phil before kissing Joey Janela, I had no that. But the whole thing with Kip Sabian kissing Joey Janela, problem with that. So then Chris took control only for the momentum back on his side, and then Chris gets back at Kip Sabian and goes for his crossroads, not one, not three crossroads onto Kip Sabian. So yeah, good match. You got Britt Baker. She gets interviewed with Tony Schiavone on stage. She says she's not offended about what happened, but she was actually happy that what happened. Jim Ross for interrupting her from when Jim Ross kept saying, go to commercial break, cut her mic off, whatever, send that. Basically, just talking about how Jim Ross, his barbecue, there was so that much, and I'm like, ah, this was the shits. Like what I get, they're supposed to establish her all being a heel, but here's a problem with that. Is this going to lead to Britt Baker having a match with Tony Schiavone, or is it going to lead to a match for Britt Baker versus Jim Ross? And what's next? She's going to bad mouth on Excalibur too. Is there going to be a match between Britt Baker and Excalibur as well? I don't understand this at all. But then she eventually talks trash about Riho, about Riho. And he talks about how she's a dentist and everything. And I say to myself, who cares if you're a dentist? Isaac Yankem Isaac Yankem DDS was a dentist, and he ends up being in wrestling in the ring, but we don't care that he's a dentist. All we care about is what you do in the ring. And I'm sorry, shit, Baker. You haven't anything from me lately with you being in the ring, other than you being in multi matches with other women in the match, and just one good match you had with Riho, I thought. And I thought the other match you had with someone else I forgot. I think she was a good match too. But other than that, what other matches you had? None, because you're garbage, you're trash, you're shit. With two T's, Shitt Baker. You're shit on the mic, and you're shit in the ring, and you're shit as the heel. I can't get behind Britt Baker, aka Shitt Baker. So moving on. I thought the promo was trash. That was the only downfall of the show, in my take. Also, we get the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega being interviewed by Jenny. How do you say her last name? Decker. Yeah, Jenny Decker. As to say there, so I gotta remember her name. But it's Jenny Decker. But yes, she interviews the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega, the Elite. Basically, Young Bucks were um they haven't forgotten about what the Dark Order did and everything. And then Kenny Omega starts to all kind of promo by saying, "Sorry, I was late to save you guys along with Adam, Adam Page. He's basically was in signing a contract for a match for the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, and Adam Page to have the Blade and a tag team of their choosing, which ends up being later on it was announced it was the Lucha Brothers that the Butcher and the Blade that chosen to attack to team up with against the Elite. And then Drugman Adam Page shows up and basically was act like an asshole again to the Young Bucks and saying, here's your nameplates, whenever you decide, whenever you become tag champions in AEW and everything. Basically gloating and bragging about being a tag champion with Kenny Omega and everything. That was a segment though. So yeah, it's gonna be an 8-man tag team match on the next AEW Dynamite show. We got SCU, Scorpio Sky, Kobe Bryant, Christopher Daniels, and all three of them were wearing uh, Los Angeles Lakers jersey to honor the to the late great Kobe Bryant. So yeah, I thought that was a nice tribute from SCU for wearing the jerseys of Kobe Bryant. Again, unfortunate what happened with Kobe Bryant and the 8 other passengers from the helicopter crash. It, so my condolences, my prayers, my thoughts, my sympathies. My deeps um goes to the families for the losses. So, but we have SCU going up against the TH2, the hybrid 2. I think that's for I think that's what it is, right? The hybrid. But anyway, it's Jack Evans and Hannah. This was a good tag team match. I'll show mention this too, by the way. Speaking of tributing to Kobe Bryant, Big Swole during her match against Nyla Rose, where she was basically in the upper hand, not for speed and agility. She went Kobe. I thought that was a nice tribute there to Kobe Bryant too, as well. So yeah, like I said, Kazarian and Scorpio Sky's match against Hybrid 2, the Hybrid 2. It was a good match with with SCU winning the match. After the match, we get Dark Order. They basically had a message and very angry message to Christopher Daniels. Christopher Daniels replied by will come at me then. Basically the Dark Order are threatening to his friends and family. So we'll see where they go with that one. But this Dark Order thing is interesting. The one thing that's a little nitpicking with it with the Dark Order is that why do they need to wear a mask? I mean, you don't see Stu Grayson wearing a mask. I mean, other than the two guys that are, what in this game? Alex Reynolds and the other was named what was the other guy's name? John Silver. So yeah, they wear masks, but sometimes they'll take it off, and they show their face. But I don't get the whole mask thing. with what pertains to joining the Dark Order. Why? Because Evil Uno wears a mask. Big deal. I mean that's that, or so like Evil Uno wears a mask. And as for the creepers and everything, I think this wear like a different type of mask. I mean, let them wear masks. The creepers. As far as someone joining the Dark Order, um, let's have them not wear masks and just have them be part of the Dark Order by giving them that the necklace symbol, whatever, or whatever. Send that degree. But masks, nah, that's just leave it for the creepers. They basically had their own creepers mask, and then even Uno can keep his mask. That fits him well, suits him well. But yeah, that's my take on that though. Where it looked like it was cold, and we see Pac in his wrestling gear. He talks about John Moxley made his bed, and now he's going to lay in it. And it says that Moxley will have fun if there's any left of him. And Pac goes to say that he will come along with a pluck his other eye out. and he focuses on Kenny Omega by saying that he doesn't like Kenny Omega arrangement. He said, on your terms, no, it's gonna be on my terms and everything. And then at one point during in this promo that Pac was doing, which I thought was great by the way, everything that the visual of it, the effects of it, and the way he was he was acting, it was great. But in the middle of this promo he was doing, he was at one point was coughing because he was trying to say one. I remember what he said, but and when him coughing, like he's coughing out of control, and he spits out the loogie. I mean, it didn't show the loogie, but spitting out the loogie so that he could talk again. Basically, he says it's going to be on my terms only, and he says that starting on the next AEW Dynamite show, he's coming for his blood. He's coming for blood. He didn't really say he's going for Omega's blood, but he's basically saying he's coming for blood. Who knows what he means by that? But we'll see how that turns out. Yeah, I thought it was great though. That thing was affected. The whole promo he did with him being on side, even though he's wearing his wrestling gear and everything, it looks like it was cold. I thought it was cool. I think he was at his home though, in his home country. I could be wrong, but I'm guessing. We get to the main event, a 6-man tag team match that involves AEW World Champion Jericho being accompanied by Nick Robert and Jake Hager. Jericho versus Darby Allin and the private party of Isaiah Cassidy and Mark Quinn. And match itself, I thought it was a good main event match. Also, during Jericho's entrance, you had the crowds of Cleveland, Ohio, singing the theme song of Chris Jericho's, Fozzie's basically, of Judas. I become man. I become man. Judas in my mind. That's what they were singing, and that was great though. It was great. It was, interaction, which is Jericho's theme. Yeah, and it started because of the whole Jericho Cruise thing. That's where it really started. Where crowds were were drunk on that ship, obviously, and they were into Jericho's theme song. Especially related to when Fozzy was playing. I'm pretty sure also it was too, because Fozzy a concert on Jericho's Cruise. For those that were there, and they were singing Jericho's theme. Obviously, Judas, and it led to to the wrestling show on the ship, Jericho's Cruise, where the crowds were singing Judas, and here we go. It's gonna be a trend, every week on Dynamite. Jericho comes out. Every time Jericho comes out, expect fans to sing Juice. You know, I thought all participants were in it were amazing. In the end, it was Jericho getting the win. Um, with the Juice effect to Isaiah Cassidy, where Isaiah Cassidy selling it pretty well, and yeah, so Jericho, Santana, Ortiz gets the win. After the match, the inner circle leaves the ring, and also they get back into the ring so they could be up on the party, Private Party and Darby Allin, and they basically destroyed Darby Allin. You know, JK the knee track to the low testicle, and then you know, Darby Allin gets him in the gut, and then does the whole thing to the skateboard to the throat and crushing the windpipe, and all of a sudden John Moxley comes out with a black baseball bat, shades of the Crow's Sting. And basically, Jericho, Moxley takes out JK with the baseball bat, Ortiz, Santana, Guevara, except Jericho. Jericho was the only guy who got harm's way. And then Jericho's leaving the inner circle. Jericho's map is trash talking to Moxley, yelling at Moxley basically, while Moxley's on the corner, and points at the baseball bat to Jericho. A match of Sting doing that to Hulk Hogan back in WCW. So, and that was it. That was the end of the show. So, the show itself, I thought it was good. Talking about wrestling for AEW Dynamite, the show from January 29th. Yep, 5 matches. Let me just double check though. Just to make sure. Okay, yeah, 5 matches. My overall score for the show, I'm gonna go with a 7.5 out of 10. Good show. And that being said, thank you all for watching. For It's Natural Born Thriller, saying peace on the streets. But this was your All Elite Wrestling review, the show from January 29th, 2019. We're just giving you AEW Dynamite results. Until next time, we'll change to All Elite Wrestling review, folks. You'll stay in peace, stay well, stay safe. I'm out, and you all take care.